I didn't put in a title, the name of this blank. I already got my base coat on it. I forget, like, what is it, 3-4 layers of mother of pearl. P.S. I've been loving mother of pearl, using it as a base coat for a lot of things. Um, anyway, because of the name of the blank, and you'll understand why I want to tell you. The name of the blank is Pretty Kitty. Sweet and innocent, but if you put it on the internet, people are going to think you're talking about something else. And this blank can only be found on prettylures.com. That's where I get my baits now and stuff, so go check them out if you're a bait painter or you just want to mess around. They have a lot of other gear for you too, if you're into fly tying and so on and so forth, epoxy, clear coats, hooks. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on, and they keep on expanding. And I am a proud supporter of those people. They're great, fantastic, wonderful people. So, anyway, I got this blank in. I was like, all right, I want to do a baby flathead. Well, somebody beat me to it. And they did a phenomenal job. There's no way I could compete with what they did. And obviously, I've seen, because it's a relatively new blank, I've seen bullhead, I think one bullhead done and some baby channel catfish. So I gotta go a little wacko because I want to be doing something totally different. So we're going to go travel to the Amazon, and we are not doing a red-tailed catfish. We're doing something that's a lot more aggressive. A type of catfish. It's not a shovel nose. It's one people don't even know much about. We're doing a baby Parariba catfish. Okay, that's the kind we're doing. Which, oddly enough, when they're at the juvenile stage, they look like a lot like a channel catfish with not as much gold. So it wins. Win-win, right? So it looks like a baby Parariba, but also it could pass for, channel catfish in the freshwaters that we fish here. So, all right. And yes, I am painting the fins as well, even though these are soft fins, except for the tail. So, let's see if I can do this. Now, they got a really bright white belly that goes up quite a ways. So, the belly we're going to leave alone. Now, anyway. So, let's get some silver here. Those Parariba catfish have really, really long whiskers. I'll tell you one thing, those guys are built like sharks. If you're a fan of river monsters, you probably know what a Parariba catfish is. So, okay, my pressure's too high. Let's not screw this up right away. Try that spot real quick so it don't start moving around on me. Woohoo! That's okay. I needed it anyway. Woo-hoo! A little bit more on. We will be doing some hand detailing here soon too. And it's not the spots that I'll be putting on it. I thought I may put a few extra on by hand. I thought I saw emojis flying there out of the corner of my eye. Everybody released peacock bass into Florida. I wanted to go release these. I sure hope not. Or Florida. We're getting ready to do some hand detailing before we put our wrap on. So that'd be my take on a Parariba. I wish I was using gunmetal gray there. There we go. Oh, and if anybody tunes in later and wants to know, yes, bass, smallmouth, large, every bass that I know of anyway, do eat catfish, baby catfish. So do muskies, walleyes, and so forth. Okay? Sometimes fatally, though, unfortunately. If they try getting one too big. So, anyway, let's try this a little bit more before I mix up our next color. Well, I should say not mix up. That's right, I gotta do hand detail first. So there is a slight hue, not a neon pink, of pink right up around this area on the juveniles. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit there. It'll get most of it covered up. A bit. Oops, wrong brush. I'll put that right above the fin there. Dabbing it in. Hey, Skylar. Well, thank you. Slums. I think I put too much there, honestly. When I was doing research on the baby Parariba catfish, I didn't realize there was going to be so many pictures to go from. So, taking a little bit from each one. So, like I said, that's not going to be stayed like that completely. So, I am painting a catfish swim bait for fishing. Looks like a little baby catfish. I'm doing it in the style of a baby Parariba catfish, which lives in the Amazon River. I do a lot of bait making here. So, going back to our, wait, let's put the wrap on and dry that, put the wrap on, huh? I'll show you what we got here in a second. All right. Oh, no, don't do that. If this thing wants to cooperate with me anyway. See? I'll give you guys a better look when I'm done. Silver, see that pink, and then the mother of pearl white. So, let's get our wrap on. And then we'll mix up our next color. Where do I put my wrap? Now I just had it here. Yes, I thought I did. Why is it every time we go on a live stream I'm missing something? I had it right there. Huh? Again, different one. Come here. Oh, this one might be a little bit better anyway. Thank you. Hopefully it stays that way. I ain't done yet. Let's get our wrap on and put our next color on. Alright, the color we'll be mixing up. We gotta go back to the silver. This time, just one drop of this green here. Lush green. And depending on how this looks, I might add a drop of black. Or half a drop of black. If there's such a thing. Let's see what this looks like here. Needs more silver. I had way too green. That green overtook it. I just want some real good subtleness to it. Oh yeah, never give up. Never give up, especially when the Lord's working through your hands. I always give him the credit. The credit goes to the Lord, our God above. Speaking of which, if anybody ever has any prayer requests, feel free to put them in the comments. So this is the color we're working. Well, the lighting in here stinks. So is my phone. Sorry. Yeah. Putting it in my airbrush right now. I need to add more reducer, I think. A legendary Muns. Okay. I'll take it. I don't know what it means. Okay. I don't think I made enough of it. There's some saltiness to this. I don't know if it's too subtle or just enough subtleness. phone's acting up there. Different angles here. All right. Really nice and subtle differences there. You gotta get in the red light. That's looking good. Not done yet though. My friends in South America, I get this totally wrong and it looks like crap, please let me know. Let's see, we got just that subtle pink showing through, just very, very subtle. Okay, so we got to do the spots now. Okay, which I'm gonna clean out the brush. I'm just gonna put some black in here, just a very, very small amount of black. We'll get back to the mother of pearl color. And we'll go from there. See what we need to add, what we need to... Hey, Brandon. Another drop of white. More like 2 drops. Make it like a dark silvery gray. I'm painting a baby Parariba catfish. Now, when I did my research for it, their dots are pretty sporadic. They don't follow one perfect little uniform thing, so I'm just gonna see how I have this part taped off here. I will be using that here. My paint wants to come out. There we go. There are some real subtle differences in this here. That between the green silver and the sterling silver, that I am really, really loving. See, I don't want to get that on the belly. up all that pink. What are you doing? They were just coming out fine earlier. Now, what the hell? Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. Forgive me, Lord. Let my frustration get a hold of me. Oops. That's all right. And also, their spots are not tiny. You know what? I'm going to freehand this. Just the edge of the tail. Protect just lightly. On this side, anyway. Stay. Yeah, kitty. I am such a dork. I'm well aware. This, I can do it like that. Good. How good. Yes. You know what? Hey, let's try this. I feel like it needs another spot there or whatever. All right. Now onto this section here. Sorry, I'm talking to myself here. It's no big deal until I start answering myself. All right. There's the other side. Oh yeah, I didn't hit the other. I didn't hit the bottom of the tail there. All right. Okay. I thought it was going to take so much longer than what it is. This is going by smoothly. Thank you, Lord. And now, I use the same color for the back. Oh man, I am loving this. Now with Paraiba catfish, especially the juveniles at least that I've seen pictures of, their whiskers are bright white. So I'm going to have to go through this thing and hand detail the whiskers white. I'm just painting the fin here. And to that fin, see, I still got some of this here left over. Just blotch it on. That silvery green on that fin. Stay still. I can't believe how smoothly this went. Baby Paraiba catfish out of the Amazon. I do got a little bit of a scuff mark here on the anal fin because of the clamp earlier. Ain't nothing. I'm going to fix that right now. I want to do some hand detail to the fin anyway, but I need that. Oh, freaking paintbrush is in my hat. Oh, maybe I want to clean that out first. I'm so excited that this went so well. There's such subtle differences in this here that I love it so much. Now you gotta turn the bait or your head a certain way to see it. And it's like, oh, and you can't unsee it. You know what I mean? I know the blanks are expensive for this thing, but I think I'm going to want to get more. Okay. Yeah, wait. Okay. We had some real nice people in here earlier still. I don't know where they went or if they're still in here. Hopefully they subscribe so I can see them again. So, thank you. No, it is in the morning though. They probably got busy or had to eat breakfast or wake their kiddos up. Mother of pearl white, I just. Okay, real quick still. I'll give you a rundown what I did to this bait. Okay. My base coat is mother of pearl white. That is a really pearlescent white. I absolutely love it. Using it. I've been using it for the past few days now as base coats on baits. Okay. With that being said, and then from the fin up, I put sterling silver, and then I dried it, put the wrap on it. Then I took that sterling silver and mixed some lush green in it just to make a kind of like a very subtle silvery green. This is where the eye trick comes in. I was like, oh, I don't know if that's dark enough or whatever. I pulled the wrap off and I was able to see, like, wait a minute, the subtleties there. Blew my stinking mind. And then the leftovers of that there, I put a little bit of black. Wait, no, I mixed black and mother of pearl again to get the dark colors to do the spots. You know, I went heavy on the spots, paint, heavy with paint, and then lightly across the back with that color. And I'll be that donk. Oh yeah, and I hand detailed some pink on there before I put the wrap on earlier, because on some of the pictures I see with baby Parariba, they have like just a tiny bit of pink here. So that's a complete rundown of what I did. I thought it was going to take so much longer, it'd be so much harder. To God be the glory. It wasn't. This was actually relatively simple. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Oh, this is a catfish that even Brother Avid could love. Oh, and I also hit the tail lightly too with that darker color too. The dorsal fin. I also blocked some of that leftover silvery green on that dorsal fin. Ooh, it's outside. You go to work today? Sorry. Kids. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick up with the subtleties, but I'm going to try to give you guys a better look. This is the only blank I have because the blanks are pretty expensive. You know? And originally when I got this blank, I was thinking I'm going to do a flathead because it's a relatively new blank and stuff like that. Somebody beat me to it, and I'm going to tell you one thing. It looks exactly like a baby flathead catfish. It blew my mind. I couldn't hold a candle to that paint job. That guy, moi, I forget what his name was. He's on Facebook and part of the one group. Read the description. You'll see where to get these blanks. Because it's an exclusive to Pretty Lures. But anyway, then I seen baby channels. I seen, I think maybe one bullhead. And I'm like, bullhead might be a little too easy. I want to challenge myself. So I decided, let's go to the rainforest. And I thought, red-tailed catfish. I did it before. It's going to be a little easy. So let's look up Parariba catfish. If you ever seen River Monsters, you know, look up the episode of Parariba catfish episode. These things are crazy awesome. This is and I looked up the juvenile ones, baby ones. I'm really, really regretting not getting more than one blank, but like I said, the blanks they're still the expensive sizes. They're still, well, they're not like $100. They're $10, you know, so. I was like, I'll get one and then try it out. If I like it, I'll get them again. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't just like it. I love it. I love this freaking blank big time. So let me see if I can get you guys a better look here. Whoops. Give me a second. Let me flip my camera around. Focus. Focus, you moron. Come on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get it to focus. Okay, see it right there? I think I'm picking it up. The cracks of bright silver, and then the pearly green silver, and the white belly. You see that pearly green silver on top of that darker fin there? See how it went light on the back compared to the spots. Come on, come on. There's so much going on with this thing. You see a subtle pink behind everything there. Just real subtle. Barely there, barely noticeable type of thing. You know, but I wanted it there. On this side, you can see it better. So. So yeah, I am going to have to get more of these. I don't know what color eyes I should put. So I keep it realistic and just silvery black eyes? I don't know. Okay. I'll figure that one out. Now I do got to go over it again with on the whiskers because Parariba catfish in that stage of their life have bright white whiskers. And you see some got a little obviously got painted on. So I could leave it like that. Then again, the whiskers will pop. Or maybe I can even, yeah. So I'll figure that out. Eyes, what I was thinking. Honestly, I was kind of thinking black. You know, because there's no black on that bait. It's like, you know, the dark silver, the dark gray, but there's no black. I was thinking black eyes. But I don't know. I don't want to use red. I don't want to use gold. Maybe I gotta look up better again at their eyes. I didn't look at their eyes. But by golly, I think I should. Maybe I'll just have to do that. Their natural eye color. And if I don't have that eye color, I can just make it yellow or green. Yellow. I can make it without a pupil. I make them glow in a dark blue. The possibilities are endless. So, anyway. Now, I don't know the original eye color. I honestly think it's silver. I think it's bright silver or a silvery gold. And if it's silvery gold, I would have to make it myself. And I can do that. That's simple. You know, I do have silver eyes. I could put like little hints of gold on it, you know, or gold glitter, UV resin, and put some gold glitter on top, you know, on top of the eye. So, man, that's awesome. It looks a lot like a baby Parariba, Maybe not be 100%, but I love it. I don't know what that says. I don't know what that says. I'm sorry. So, I want to see if I missed any other comments because my chat is, well, no, I didn't miss anything. There we go. So, anyway, does anybody have any prayer requests before we get on out of here? Oh, the live pan I did the other day with the grenade crankbait that I used a bone on and stuff like that. The more I looked at it, the more I hated it. It's going to get repainted. I just got to get the paint off of it. I thought, hey, let's add some stripes to make it look better. No, I still don't like it. So I'm going to get the paint off of that here shortly. So. I really started. I mean, I liked it then. It's just like it started going downhill mostly because of what that linen color did, splattered. You know. Sorry, everybody. I thank you all for tuning in. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. May the Lord follow you wherever you go and bless every single step that you take and protect you from all harm and evil. God bless each and every single one of you. Remember that I love you. More importantly, our God above loves you. And there's always new hope in Christ. I'll see you next time.